back in the 90s. Cracked the AOL code, text and turned gold. Now the stories unfold. From dial-up dreams to LinkedIn kings, he taught the world how to build through strings. It's the Max method, no guessing, just growth. 4 steps deep, he's coached them both. Top earners, big burners, trainers and pros. Max lit the fire, now everyone knows. Started with a spark, now the blueprint's live. Thousands trained and they multiply. From Facebook chats to LinkedIn leads, he plants the seeds, then watches them succeed. Mentor to coach is the guide for the great. Author, speaker, shaping fate. You don't just follow Max, you duplicate. That's how legends elevate. It's the Max method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Call him the father, the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game. It's the Max method, built to last. Social selling, scaling fast. Call him the father, the go-to name. Max Steingart, he changed the game.
Okay, so here we are, Monday, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And, hey, the month ends on Thursday. And there's still plenty of time for all of you to enroll a couple of more people. Over the weekend, we gave you 6 actions that will produce immediate results. Results that will lead to sales. Social networks have provided an endless source of free leads to the public for over 30 years. Let me just check and see. Okay, Bob, I'm glad you made it. Bob's a student that started working with me years ago, and now he's back. So let me just help you catch up. Originally, you were working with me when we talked about AOL. Well, a lot has changed. The social networking landscape has dramatically increased. Facebook and LinkedIn are the best networks to build your business on. But LinkedIn is without question the best. So all you need is a visible LinkedIn profile to connect with everybody else on LinkedIn, and then the LinkedIn phone app to communicate with everyone. Then you need a Facebook profile, again, to connect with everyone, and the Facebook phone app to talk to everybody. All you need is 1 or 2 hours a day to build your business. Customers, business builders, you pick. Your business grows faster when you add business builders. And we can search for people, potential business builders, by category. Show me all the nurses, show me all the chiropractors, show me all the people that are clearly looking for an opportunity. And based on the contents of their profile, picking out the best prospect is as easy as reaching into a bowl of candy and pulling out the green M&Ms. So now you bring somebody into their business, and you can quickly help that person with all of the new tools that are available on LinkedIn and Facebook. Bring people into the business right away. For someone to add 5 or 6 people in their first month is not unusual. By the end of August, you could have a fast-growing team. By Halloween, it can be even bigger. By the end of the year, huge group of people. Carol Pierce joined a network marketing company the last 6 days of the month. She reached out to 10 people she'd been talking to previously, signed up 8 out of 10. Ace and Rich were selling a $2,800 program. Or I should say, they were selling a program where they made $2,800 on a sale for 15 weeks in a row. They made 1 sale a week. Within 6 months, they hit $250,000 and they were the top recruiters in their company. Everything that I'm showing you works. And it works fast. Let me pop out of here. And jump over to Sandy.
So good to hear your voice, Max.
Hey, Sandy, how are you? Yes, it's good. It's good to be in a position where I got a voice to use.
Absolutely.
Well, that was a shocker, a surprise, but that's what you get. Lesson learned. You can only cheat on your diet so many times.
Yeah. That's why when people say, I'm healthy, why do I have to supplement? My answer is, how do you know you're healthy? Until something happens.
Well, it's true. And well, for me, high blood pressure, and but the bottom line is, I suffered a heart attack, and
When?
30 minutes.
30?
Suffered a heart attack, and came out of it okay.
Yeah. Keep working, you won't be.
And so here I am. Okay, so your question, so you're putting stars on, you're starring your people.
Yeah. Like if I'm doing a birthday alarm and I think it's someone worthwhile, I do a star. And when I go back a few days later, the star is gone. Is that typical, or am I doing something wrong when I create the star?
No, it's not typical. It's clearly, here, let me do this. Let me log into your account.
And I was actually locked out twice in the last 2 weeks, and all I was doing was birthday alarms.
Well,
So now I'm doing them slowly because I have so many people. No, it's sandycohen@me.com. sandycohen@me.com.
here we go. All right. All right, so So you're going over to messages.
Huh?
And these are all your stars.
Uh-huh.
These are all the people that you think are hot prospects. Now,
I don't know how hot, but they're
well,
prospects.
when I say hot, they're the people that you think have potential and you don't want to lose them. And before I jump into this, let's just kind of come over here. Now, Sandy's been on LinkedIn for a long time. She's got 20,000 connections. The maximum number you can have is 30,000. Some of the people that you're connected to are not active. So every once in a while, when you have an opportunity, you can lose some. But a third of these people are prospects. They have a feature called Catch Up that lets you see out of the people that you're connected to, how many people change the job, how many people are celebrating a birthday. Okay, so now, so all of these people are people you're connected to that are having a birthday today. And she's not only having a birthday, she's looking for work. So how? She's in India. So let's come down here and let's see how long you've been connected to her. Okay, so you've been connected to her since June of 2023. Now, so you reached out to her. And she never responded. Okay. Okay, now here. You're not following the scripts. Okay. You're congratulating her on her 5-year anniversary. Well, that's nice. But what is the obvious question? What do you like about your work? What do you wish you could change? You're trying to start a conversation with somebody that you've never really talked to. So who are you that, what do you like best about your work? What do you wish you could change? Well, those are two questions. They're not bad questions, but they kind of go against it. What do you like best about your work? Okay. Now, and then you also come back, what do you wish you could change? But the obvious question is, why do you have the open to work frame around your picture? Anytime you see somebody with the open to work frame around your picture, that's the question you want to ask. Why?
Later.
Okay. So now let's come down here. So
Yeah.
she posted something a month ago. So she's active. Now let's address. So sometimes you're wishing happy birthday, you're sending birthday notices to people that they're not active. So if you're not active, you're wishing someone a happy birthday, they'll never answer it, they'll never see it. So now the question comes up, why, if you're starring people, aren't the stars sticking? All right.
Clarify what you just said. So if I go to the birthday alarms, I should first check to see if they're active before I even bother sending them a happy birthday, because I was not,
Absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely. Now here's the thing. I mean, think about it. There's an algorithm that's watching everything that you're doing. So if you're reaching out to people and they're not active, and you're wishing them a happy birthday, and you're sending the same message, then the algorithm is going to say, hey, Sandy's at it again. Yeah, you know, you are, and now, what did it take for you to get back on? You said that, what did they do?
It was 2 days, 2 days.
They send you a message that said, what, Sandy, you're a bad girl. Don't. What they
Something.
say?
And that they wouldn't let me appeal it. They said I was using a bot of some sort. I don't even
Right.
have to use a bot, so
Well,
it was,
I understand that. You don't know anything about bots.
yeah,
What you're doing, the activity
looks
that you're engaged in works like a bot,
like. Gotcha.
only you're doing it manually. So number one, now you're limited to the number of new connections that you could make on a daily basis. You never want to do more than 20. In your case, I wouldn't do more than 5 because you're connected.
I thought now that I don't have Sales Navigator, I'm limited to 5 a month.
Well, that's true. So if you're not using Sales Navigator,
Right.
then you're primarily prospecting off of the people that you're connected to, but you have to make sure that you're talking to people that are active. At least they've done something in the last 6 months or 7 months. And if you're sending the same message, you're wishing the same people a happy birthday, then it's going to look like a bot. Now, you're adding the star and you're saying that the stars are not sticking. And the only thing I could think of would be there's LinkedIn has, there's a you don't have unlimited access to starring people. Now, I don't know what that number is. Maybe you can star 50. Maybe you could star 100. But if you're adding a star and the stars aren't sticking, then it's because you've exceeded the limit. So before you can add a star, you have to take stars off. So again, this is a process. It's a deliberate process. And if you follow it correctly, remember, quality over quantity. There's no limit to the number of people you can talk to. There's no limit to the number of people you can show your business to. And there's no limit to the number of people you can sign up in your business. There's none. We have people that are rank advancing every month after month after month, and the process duplicates. So again, let's go back over here to your network. And you scroll down over here. So in addition to the people that are reaching out to you, LinkedIn, like Facebook does, they're suggesting people to you. So you're not searching. Anastasia here is philosophical and she's open to work. So open to work could mean she's either looking for a job or she's looking for clients. Now, just because they're putting her in front of you, again, this is a little trick that LinkedIn does to catch the bots, to catch the people that are breaking the rules. So before you send her a connection request, we need to check out her profile. Now, we're not, that's got 3 connections, activity. So she's never posted. You have no idea how long she's been on LinkedIn. You have no idea. Okay, she's in Poland. And so by reaching out and sending this person a connection request, you could be, I mean, she could have created this profile. Well, she ended this in May of 2025, so clearly she was on here in May. But you really have to be careful about who, even though LinkedIn is putting these people. Now, here's a classic example. This is kind of interesting. So here is Frank Vandersloot, the CEO at Melaleuca. All right. Now, this is a bogus profile,
Sure is.
okay? Because that's not Frank's last name. And got all kinds of stuff going on LinkedIn. More selective. You got to be very, very selective. You have to follow the rules. But what LinkedIn's going to be doing every day is they're putting people in front of you. Now, so here's somebody in Modere. Modere, these people have been out of business since April. So she posted something a month ago. Well, she's no longer building Modere. Okay. I'm a network marketer. She did this a year ago. She's on sabbatical. The company closed while she was on sabbatical. So there's no shortage of opportunities for you to talk to people. The key is to be talking to the right people. Okay. So if we come back, well, let's look at Sandy's profile. Your cover, your banner, your picture, your headline. These are the 3 most important elements to your profile. From here, the next thing is here. What people see. Now, let me come back up here. Okay, now I really think Sandy, you're really selling yourself short, okay? Okay. And this is what you get when you've been a top earner in your company. You used to making a lot of money. You want to take shortcuts. Okay. So, who is Sandy Kong? Sandy Kong is a former teacher, former educator, who turned entrepreneur and started a company. It was a thriving surgical supply company. And then he got into network marketing. People aren't going to read. And again, I am now looking to personally mentor. Sandy, if you were next door to me, I'd come over and I'd smack you. Okay? I mean, really. Okay? I'm now, number one, see, this is a call to action. I am now looking. No, you're not looking. You're ready. But remember, what's the first rule? Social networking law number one. What you see is what you get. So when you look at your profile, when anybody looks at your profile, they come down here. So who is Sandy Kong? Well, so you've been doing this for 32 years. Now, granted, you come up here, multi-million-dollar earner, leader. You got all this stuff. Okay? But how did you get there? How'd you get there? Where did you come from? What you need down here? Because that's the next thing people look at. They come right down here. Who is Sandy Kong? And when they see Sandy Kong was a teacher, an entrepreneurial-minded teacher that started a business, was a surgical supply company, blah, 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 blah. And then you jumped into this. You're telling your story. And that's what it's all about. Now, you're not telling your story. You're just saying, hey, I'm a top earner in a business. I've made millions of dollars. And now you're in something new. You want to make another. No, it doesn't work that way. I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to pop over here and I'm going to look up. And this is your account. So I'm going to go to Bob. Okay, so now Bob, I'm in her account and I'm looking at your profile. So this is what people that you're not connected to see. And we come down here. So you're on her second level. We come down here. So you kind of did the same thing. You come down here. Let me unmute Bob. So here, Bob, did you add this or was this here before? Estate planning. I don't remember seeing that before. Okay. So what your profile does, your profile positions you. In fact, let me get out of Sandy's account. And Sandy, I noticed that apparently you haven't verified your account yet. And
I think I tried and couldn't figure out how to do it.
well, the name on your profile has got to match the name on your driver's license. So unless they're the same, they're not going to let you do it. So the trick for that is to initially set up your LinkedIn profile with the name on your driver's license. And then after,
So it's okay to just go in and change it and then put it back again?
yeah. Because that seems to be the biggest challenge that people have. I can't get verified. Again, the reason you can, the reason that LinkedIn wants everybody to verify their accounts to prove, come on, that you're a real person. See, I have no patience. All right. Again, you're selling a package where they were making $2,800 every time. Whoops. Let me come back over here. See, everybody's got a story. When I started working with Ace and Rich, they were in an affiliate program. And every time they sold a package, they made $2,800. Now, if you're on here and you want to sell something, why not sell something where you can make some money? You know, there are a lot of network marketing companies out there where, you know, you sign somebody up in the business, you make $30. You have to have a lot of people in the business for you to make money. Unless, of course, you bring people into the business, a lot of people. But in their case, they were an affiliate. They were selling a program, and every time they sold one, $2,800. In 15 weeks, they sold one a week, made 42 grand. And then they kept going, and the more you do it, the better you get. The more you do it, the easier it gets. So by the time they hit half a year, they'd made $250,000. And every one of you is at the same place. I told Sandy years ago, you're all heading down the same road. I'm giving you the footprints and exactly what to use. I love Namdu. Was in network marketing for 11 years in 9 different companies. At the end of 11 years, he had 30 people. But he was the only one building a business. So we started working together, and I pointed him out to him, quality over quantity. If you're looking for people, look for people that have circles of influence. Look for people that want to build a business. So 3 years after we started working together, he had 15,000 people in his organo business. 15,000. Today, he has a team of 60,000 people. He brought a chiropractor into the business that has half of his team. One chiropractor, 30,000 people. Dr. Nestor, chiropractor, jumped into Melaleuca. We started working together in October. By January, she was at Director 6. All of you are headed down the same road. All of you have the ability to make as much money as you want to make. you all have access, unlimited access to the most people. So at the end of the day, it comes down to one thing. Who are you talking to? The more people you talk to, the more money you're going to make. Okay. So I think there's, now again, it comes down the conversation. Dana Barish, see, everybody's got a story. I started working with Dana in MySpace. And within a 5-year period of time, every company that she was in, after a year and a half, getting sold. So she'd go from that company that was sold, joined the new company. And because she was a recognized leader, keep in mind that 95% of the people in network marketing are orphans. They're not working with anyone. Person that brought them into the business is no longer in the business. And because she was an acknowledged, recognized leader, when her company closed, everybody in the old company was now fair game. She would jump over to the new company. And in the first 3 or 4 months, anybody that was interested in that particular field would follow her over. In 4 months, she was the top earner in the new company. In 6 months, her team bonus was over 6 figures. Now you're all heading down the same road. You all have the same opportunity. Leads are free. Right now, you got 180 million people on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn's on fire. You have 3 billion people on Facebook. And connecting with the best people is as easy as reaching into that bowl of candy, pulling out the best prospects. So, and Bob, I'm putting you in the August boot camp that starts on Thursday, August the 7th. You're going to get our profile guide. You're going to get our scripts book. 4 sessions: create, connect, communicate, and close. Now, for those of you that really want to tear it up, so you go to maxlongart.com/bootcamp, use the promo code best deal. Get it for $79. For those of you that are ambitious, that have aspirations to really rank advance significantly, then join my 90-day bootcamp challenge. Participate in August, September, October bootcamp. Pick up our anthology of scripts book, How Network Marketers Catch Whales. And we're adding the Top Earners 90-day game plan. And we're going to help all of you reach significant ranks by Halloween. All right, I will be back tomorrow. Bob, I have to take a break. I'll give you a call in a couple of hours and we'll kind of catch up, but I'm putting you in the October boot camp. I'm sorry, the August boot camp. So until next time,